Welcome to Vlogmas Day 17. Welcome, my Jalen Exotico crew, to Vlogmas Day 17 with your boy Jalen Exotico. And today I am back with another video for you guys today. Back with another banger. Yes, today I'm back with another video for you guys today. Back with a banger. So yes, guys, today is part 2 and another day. The part 2 is my deceased great-grandmother's birthday. We are going to the cemetery. And also today is my deceased Uncle BG's 11-year death anniversary. So we're going to go ahead and head to the cemetery, guys. I cannot believe that it is 11 years already that he has passed away. And if my great-grandmother was still here, she would be 111 years old, guys. That is a blessing to be 111 years old. But I'm not going to talk y'all head off too long. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Click that bell. I will see you guys when we get to the cemetery. My mom is also coming with me as well. I asked her if she wanted to come too. So that's what we're going to do today. So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all when we get to the cemetery on crew. Hey, Uncle B, happy 11 years. Love and miss you. Wish you were still here. Go ahead.
Happy birthday to you. We love you and miss you.
Happy birthday, Mom Dude. Love and miss you. Wish you was still here, seeing how proud I know you probably up in heaven, proud of me. Hope you enjoyed your special day on yesterday. I love and miss you. I know you probably was playing cards yesterday with Grandma and Uncle B and everybody. Love and miss you. Hope you see many more. Alrighty, JDCK, it is the next day, and I just want to say thank y'all so much for coming along with me and my mom to the cemetery. My mom, it went with me to the cemetery, and I really appreciate her for that, because like I said, y'all, I wanted her to come because this was very special to me and to her, because like I said, y'all, in 2012 we lost my great grandmother. In 2012, February 28, 2012, and then 2 years later we lost my grandma and my Uncle B 5 weeks apart. That's crazy to me to even say that, y'all. But he passed away 5 weeks apart from my grandma. Because y'all know 5 weeks ago was my deceased great-grandmother's death anniversary. November 6th. I was about to say June 6th. But November 6th, y'all, was her death anniversary. And then now is his death anniversary. Which is crazy, y'all. 11 years that they both passed away, y'all. 11 years. And then 111 years that my great-grandmother would have been here on this earth, guys. Let me go show y'all a couple of pictures. I know I showed y'all them before in a... I didn't show y'all hers, but I showed y'all a couple of pictures of my grandma when her death anniversary. So let me go ahead. I don't know why it's brighter in here, but the lighting needs to get back to where it's not so bright in here, but it's a little brighter than normally here. But let me show y'all this frame right here. This is the one of my great-grandmother right here. Let me zoom in. This is the one of my great-grandmother right here. Let me show y'all one of my favorite pictures. I don't know if there's one with just me and her, but yeah, this picture right here when I was at St. Genevieve was one of my favorite pictures right there. I don't know if you guys can see it with me and her. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so y'all can see it. This picture up here at the top, this picture is one of my favorite. And let me see if I can find the other picture. This one of my grandma and my great-grandmother was another favorite picture. And I don't know if there's one here. No, it's not one of my grandma's thing. But there's another favorite picture that I love in here somewhere. Let me see. This is another picture that I love right here. And I'd have to go back and look at my old pictures in my old photo albums. But there's one picture that I love when let me see if I think I can remember the picture. There was one picture where, let's see if I could go back in time a little bit. I remember some of the memories we had together. I remember sometimes when I would go over there to my grandma's house, I think I remember one time we prayed together. I'll never forget that. I think it was when I made my first communion or something like that. We prayed together. That was one thing that my grandma and my great-grandmother always made sure that I did, was made sure that I prayed. That was one thing that they were strict about, was prayer. Like God, and keeping God in your life. And that is instilled in my family too. Like my grandfather, my grandma, my dad and my mom instilled that in me too. To keep God first always in my life. And another thing, I always never forget this, but anytime I had snacks, anytime I had snacks in the house, no matter at her house, at my grandma's house, no matter what snacks I had, no matter if it was chips, no matter if it was popcorn, no matter if it was french fries, pizza, what else? Any snacks, chicken nuggets that I like. What else? Candy, any kind of candy that I liked. She'd always say, you like popcorn? You like french fries? You like chicken nuggets? You like pizza? You like honey buns? I say, yes ma'am. I'ma call you french fry man. I'ma call you popcorn man. I'ma call you chicken whatever. Chicken nugget man. She always called me that kind of man because that was the snack that I was eating that day. My grandmother was great-grandmother was a character, man. She was a character, but she handled her business. I'm not gonna lie, she handled her business. For her to be 97 years old at the time when she passed away and was still to be able to do what she did, it was a blessing. It was a blessing to see that. Born in 1914 and passed away at 97 years old in 2012. And then now, 2025, 12 years later, she's 111 years old. Right now, if she was still here, she would be 111 in 2025. That's a blessing. That's a blessing to say that about her, y'all. Like, it was, man, it's just so amazing to even hear about that, guys. Like, I love that. And then I remember another story. When, another thing with my great-grandmother, she would always go outside on the carport and check her car to make sure it was locked. Every night before she went to bed, she always went to her car and she always checked her car to make sure it was locked. Religiously. So that nobody stole nothing out of her car, nothing like that. And then another story I'm going to tell y'all was one day she was in the kitchen, sitting in my grandma's chair in the kitchen. I'll never forget that story. Well, in her favorite chair. Well, it was in my grandma's chair, but she had her favorite chair was close up by the utility room, by where the microwave and where the my grandma had her dishes and everything up in that cabinet. Those cabinets there, on top of the little whatever spot where the microwave was, by the alarm. One day we were joking. I said her government name. I said her married name. I said her name, which was Vivian Washington. She said, she was joking with me, saying her government name. But her maiden name, actually. Her maiden last name. I'm not a Washington. I'm a Ledette. I almost told her, I said, Mamdu, your married name is Washington. That's why I said it. I know your maiden name is Ledette, but your maiden name is Washington. But I forgot to say Vivian Ledette Washington. I forgot to say that. But that was funny when I realized it after the fact. It was funny. But I had some good times with her. Another favorite thing about her was when the family was all together for her big, big birthday. I think it was a big, was it a big 97? It was one of the birthdays. I forgot which one it was. I think it was 96 or 95. But this is one of the pictures. Let me zoom in real quick. This is a picture of, I think it was Tiffany. I'm not sure if it was Tiffany or Ashley, but I think it's Tiffany. This is a picture from the party, and then this is a picture right here with all of the family. With all the family. On everybody, on each side of the family. Because, you know, my grandma had 5 girls all together, and 5 daughters and 1 son. Which was my Aunt Anna Rose and her children came to that party. Well, my Aunt Anna Rose was deceased already, but her kids and their kids and everybody came, all my cousins. Then my Aunt Ren's kids and everybody came, because my Aunt Ren was deceased too. So those are the only 2 sisters at that time that had passed away. So her kids and her kids and whoever didn't have kids at the time, but yeah, they all came. Then my grandma and me and my mom and my Uncle BG and my Uncle Brian and Uncle Donnie and their kids and grandkids and everything came. Then my Aunt Marion and her kids, and then my Aunt Sis, because my Aunt Sis doesn't have any kids. My Aunt Sis doesn't have any kids. So they all came and we all had a good time for her last actual party. Big, big party. That was one of the best parties. And then my cousin Donna Agel played. That was another reason too, later on down the line, how I got interested into Zydeco as well. Was because of that birthday party. If it wasn't for that birthday party, JDCK, I don't think I would have gotten into Zydeco. Like literally, I wouldn't. If I wouldn't have listened to her. Literally, she was always a staple in Zydeco for me. And my cousin Corey did Zydeco also when I got older. Now we're gonna go on to my Uncle BG. That dude there, that was a character, man. That was a character. I'll never forget one of the memories. Let me see if I can remember it. One of the memories that I had with him was one day he came to the house. I had what? It was a birthday. I had like a little graduation party. He came to my graduation party. And we did, I think we did, I forgot what it was for my graduation party. But anyway, let me go back to 2013 when I got into Zydeco. He came to my first performance. And he and my mom danced at the party. I'm going to show y'all the little picture. I think we still had that picture. I think we have 2 pictures of that. Of him and my mom dancing. So this is one of the pictures right here. It's a little small, but my mom had to put it in there as small as possible. But this is the picture right here. Then this is the picture of me and him sitting next to each other. This is the other picture right here. This picture right here, me and him. This picture right here. And then this is another picture of my mom and him dancing right here. Okay? That was another picture that I had. And then I'm going to show y'all another picture. This was a picture from Thanksgiving. That was another one of my favorite pictures right there. And then there's another picture somewhere from Thanksgiving. This picture right here at the bottom. This picture right here. But let me tell y'all something about my uncle, man. He was a character. I'm not going to lie. I miss him already, guys. And I can't believe it's 11 years already. It's like a year apart, guys. Like a year and a half apart, guys. Or 13. No, let me go back, y'all. It's 13 years that my great grandmother passed away. I thought it was 12, but it's 13. I had to do the math again. I was off a year. But 13 years that my great grandmother passed away. And 111 years old. And then my Uncle BG, with his death anniversary, 11 years. That's crazy. I'll never forget one of the memories. Another memory of my uncle. We would always play cards. King in the Corner. We loved to play King in the Corner. That was our game. That was our game. He would sit on the sofa side of my grandma's house. And I would sit on the other side. Or I would get on my knees on the other side. And my grandma had her little table right there. Little coffee table right there. And we would play cards on that little table in her living room. And when we would play King in the Corner, because in King in the Corner, you gotta, the kings go in the corner. And you're playing like you're playing solitaire. So if you don't have a play, you gotta pull. If you can't play. If you can't go 9, red 9, black 8, red 7, black 6, red 5. If you don't have the play, you gotta pull. So we would always fuss with each other like we were some little kids. Which at the time, I was a teenager. At the time, I was around middle school and high school age. Around that time, somewhere around there. I think it was middle school, but I'm gonna just say high school for right now. But I'll never forget. We would always get the cards out. You say, "Come on, Jay. Come on, Jay. Come on, Uncle Jalen. Come on, Uncle Jalen. Get the cards. Get the cards." And then when we would play, if we didn't have a play, he would say, "You go pull." Then I'm like, "Nah, you go pull." Then he's like, "Nah, go pull." And I'm like, "Nah, you go pull." We would always be little kids and be funny. He would always be funny with that, y'all. Like he was a character with that. And then another one is when we finished the game, we were like, "Beat him down, beat him down." We would always be like, "Beat him down, beat him down," just for fun, y'all. That was just for fun. That's just how funny we was together. And then I'll never forget another one. He would always prank call. He'd always do prank calls on me, and I'm like, "Stop that, Uncle B." He's like, "That's not Uncle B. That's this person, that person, whatever." But overall, he was a good uncle for overall. Like, no matter what he did in his past, he still always protected the family. Like, no matter what. And I'ma always miss him, y'all. I'ma always miss that smile. I'ma always miss the fun we had when we played cards, y'all. I'ma always miss that times where we just were just fun and just having a good time. And I love that. And then he always, another thing about my uncle, BG, he always made sure he dressed nice. Always. No matter where he was going, he always made sure he was neat. Always. And he always had cologne in his room. He kept a little shelf of all the colognes he had. That's what got me into David Off Cool Water and the Usher Raymond cologne. That's what got me into those two colognes because of him. Because of him. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have got into those two types of cologne. And then that's how I wear cologne now, because I just love cologne, y'all. Like, that's just how I am. And I'm always still to this day still neat at the end of the day. But I miss them both, guys. May they both rest in peace. And yeah, guys, we'll be able to see him again. I'll be able to see him again when it's my time to leave this earth. But while I'm here on this earth, I'm going to do what's best for me to make them proud. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do what's best to chase my dreams and make them proud. But I'm going to go ahead and end this video, guys. Thank y'all for tuning in to day 17. Day 17 is complete. This your boy, GrindDon'tStop, checking out with another video. Make sure you guys go ahead and like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And if you are new, when you subscribe to the channel, you have just joined the GrindDon'tStop crew. Yes, we are on the road to 1K subscribers. Or 500 subscribers and 1K subscribers. It's Team GrindDon'sTop crew all day, every day. I will see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.